Hi, it's Mr. Barr, and we're going to do two-step equations today. Yesterday we did one-step equations, now we're doing two-step equations. And there's a big turkey. All right. Learning goal, I can solve linear equations in one variable. Why? Math has its own language and rules. By solving equations, I learn the language of math and how it works. Actually, I read this to you yesterday. I'm not going to read it again. But we're doing this to really learn how to speak in the math language and the rules for math. So this starts off similar to the last lesson. Who is the variable? X. Who's bugging the x? Well, this time it's 3 and 9. What's the 3 trying to do? Well, the 3 is trying to multiply and the 9 is trying to add. How do I fight multiplication, division? How do I fight addition, subtraction? So it's the same stuff as yesterday, except now we have to do two things. We have to do two fights. Here's our math rainbow, and we are going to do another math rainbow. So let's get going. Two-step equations. Let's get our notes ready. You will be writing the math rainbow multiple times. Name, title, math rainbow, I expect you to draw a rainbow. Here we go. I'm going to make my poofy clouds. Okay, so let's write down our notes for Math Rainbow. I can add blank to both sides. I can subtract blank from both sides. I can multiply both sides by blank. And I can divide both sides by blank. There's my math rainbow. And these are the four things that I can do to solve equations that look like this. So 3x plus 9 equals 36. Is that the one we're going to do? We're going to do 4x plus 8 equals 24. So we're going to solve 4x plus 8 equals 24. I wish I had a classroom full of students right now, because the little skit I do for this is awesome. It's the idea that you've got this valuable thing, like a valuable backpack. And the backpack is actually the variable x. And I want to get that backpack all by itself. But there are two people protecting it. There's the number 4 protecting it and the number 8. And how do I get those numbers or people away from the backpack, the x? It's a cool skit. I don't have it here. I can't do it because there's nobody in my room. But it was a cool skit. Okay, so here's how we do this. because people often are confused with who to deal with first. Should I deal with the 4 or should I deal with the 8? And my answer is you want to sneak up on the x. Don't go right to the x. You've got to deal with the 8 first. You usually deal with the adding and subtracting first, and then the multiplying and dividing. So I want to deal with the 8 first, and then I'll come to the 4. I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. Red marker of death and destruction. And that leaves me with 4x equals 16. Now, my second step, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Red marker of death and destruction. X equals 4. Don't go directly to the 4, deal with the 8 first. You want to sneak up on the x. You don't go right to the x, you sneak up on the x. Keep your notes available. And I'm going to do this one with you. Does not have to be done in your notes. So the question is, where am I? Who do I want to deal with first, the 15 or the 5? And I've told you, sneak up on it. Don't go right to the 5, deal with the 15. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides. Negative 5x equals negative 30. Dividing both sides by negative 5, x equals 6. This one we're going to do in our notes. We're going to solve x over 2 plus 7 equals 21. Here's the wall. Who should I deal with first? The 2 or the 7? Remember, I want to sneak up on the x. I don't want to go right to the 2. I want to deal with the 7 first. Let's deal with the 7. Subtracting 7 from both sides. Red marker of death and destruction. X over 2 equals 14. Who is the variable? X. Who is bugging the x? 2. What is the 2 trying to do? Divide. How do I fight division? Multiplication. What would you like to do? Multiply both sides by 2. Red marker of death and destruction. X equals 28. Ooh, okay, and this is the last type. This is the last weird one. Okay, this one's going in our notes also. Because this one's going to be a little bit different. X plus 6 over negative 2 equals 17. Who do I want to deal with first? Well, in this case, I keep telling you to sneak up on the x. Well, in this case, the 6 and the x are closer than the negative 2 and the x. The negative 2 is totally underneath it, so I actually have to deal with the negative 2 first. This negative 2 is trying to divide this entire piece. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 2. Red marker of death and destruction. x plus 6 equals negative 34. Now, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to subtract 6 from both sides. Minus 6, minus 6. Red marker of death and destruction. X equals negative 40. And that's it. We did all those. Okay. All right. Go do the work, and I will be around to help you. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.